New Members Orientation, Session 2. The structure of the AME Church. The African Methodist Episcopal Church is a 5-level connectional church. There's the General Conference. The Episcopal District, with a total of 20 Episcopal districts, where Reid Temple's a member of the 2nd Episcopal District. The presiding bishop, William P. DeVoe. The district includes Baltimore's Annual Conference, the Virginia Annual Conference, Washington Annual Conference, North Carolina Annual Conference, and Western North Carolina Annual Conference. The Washington Annual Conference is presided by William P. DeVoe, the presiding bishop, and includes 2 district conferences, the Capital District Conference, where the presiding elder is Lewis Charles Harvey, and the Potomac District Conference, where the presiding elder is Ronald Braxton. The local church, Reid Temple AME Church, is pastored by the Reverend Dr. Lee P. Washington. The church holds church conferences and quarterly conferences. Here's an organizational chart showing Reid Temple's position within the African Methodist Episcopal Church General Conference. The local church has 1 pastor. The pastor assumes the roles of preacher, teacher, administrator, counselor, priest, liturgist, worship leader, and community leader. The local church has a steward board. The steward board is made up of persons who are appointed by the pastor and are responsible for everything that goes on in the sanctuary, the spiritual aspects of the worship service. The local church has a trustee board. The trustee board is made up of persons who are nominated by the pastor and elected by the church membership. These persons are responsible for the building facilities, the physical plant. The local church has a stewardess board. The stewardess board are the ladies in white, in charge of sacraments, preparing the Lord's table for the Lord's Supper on first Sundays, and preparing for baptisms on second Sundays, and ceremonial rites. And they're also responsible for preparing the altar and keeping the altar in order. Here are the auxiliaries at the local level. The class leader system. A class leader is a liaison between the member and the pastor. When a person is given the right hand of fellowship, they're assigned a class leader. The chairs of ministries. There are over 80 ministries at Reid Temple, and each ministry has a chairperson. Church school. Graded classes starting at age 3 through adult and meet every Sunday morning from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Lay organization is open to all members of the local church who are not ordained. There's a membership assessment to be active in the lay organization. The purpose of the lay organization is to keep the vision of Richard Allen alive and the teaching arm of the church. Christian Debutante. Master's Dedication Commission teaches the youth of the church social graces, how to behave in social environments, especially the church. Women's Missionary Society provides services and support to community members as well as church members. Young People Division provides instruction to the youth of the church and is a subsidiary of the Women's Missionary Society. The Local Level Commission System. The Local Level Commission System is dictated by the AME discipline, with each commission chaired by a church steward. There are the Commission on Membership and Evangelism, Christian Education, Missions and Welfare, Stewardship and Finance, Public Relations, Christian Social Action, Church Life, and Health. The local church holds 2 conferences. The church conference, a church-wide conference called by the pastor whenever a need arises to consider a special matter or project, and quarterly conference, called by the presiding elder and is held every 3 months. At the quarterly conference, the pastor reviews and presents to the presiding elder everything of importance that has occurred in the church during the past 3 months. The presiding elder presents this to the bishop. The pastor of the local church holds a monthly meeting called an official board. The official board is made up of all the officers of the church, including the chairs of all ministries. At the official board, each of the chairs reports to the pastor about the business of that organization or ministry that has occurred over the past month. All members are invited to attend official board meetings. The local level conferences. The local church participates in 3 additional conferences. The district conference. The presiding elder is responsible for the district conference. The local churches in the presiding elder's district meet annually to review the work of local congregations, to examine candidates for ordained ministry, and to consider the works for the benefit of all churches. Reid Temple is in the Capital District Conference. The annual conference. The bishop is responsible for the annual conference. It meets yearly to consider reports of presiding elders, pastors, and committees. It is comprised of the ministers and 1 lay delegate from each local church. Reid Temple is in the Washington Annual Conference. The General Conference meets every 4 years to conduct the business of the connectional church, to elect bishops, general officers, and to vote on the rules and regulations of the AME Church. The Council of Bishops are responsible for the organization and execution of the General Conference. In our tradition, we rely on the following documents that help inform our distinctive understanding of the Christian faith. These are our beliefs. The Book of Doctrine and Discipline of the AME Church, the AME Hymnal, the Articles of Religion, the Gospel Labors of the Right Reverend Richard Allen. For further information on the structure of the AME Church, please visit www.ame-church.com.